Hi everyone, so Blizzard has just released the blog post for Diablo Immortal Launch, including the local times in the different time zones, the server list, and also some more info about system requirement, controller support, and these kind of things. So if you haven't seen it yet, I have the link in the description, but I also want to go over it with you. So let's jump into it. Here's the roadmap to hell, as they call it. And first of all, the global launch times are here. So this is going to be on Thursday. And in East Asia, it's also going to be on early night on Friday, I guess. But here it is. We have US West 10 a.m. We have US East 1 p.m. We have the Central European times. UK time is 6 p.m. Central European 7 p.m. So it is actually fairly solid like release time, I guess, so that people actually get to play on launch day, which is pretty cool. So it's going to go live at the same time everywhere. If you're planning to play on PC, you can already download it. So make sure you go into Battle.net launcher and start an early download in case you have a slow connection especially. And keep in mind, it's a quite big game. It's actually 25 gigabytes. So especially when you want to put this on your phone, you might have to free up some space. Here's some further instructions, so if you want to read through this, most importantly, you have to make sure that you have linked accounts so that you have one Battle.net account both on your phone and on your PC if you want to play it on multiple platforms. So make sure that it's the same, or else you're going to progress on two different characters, which is most likely not going to be like combined if you try to do that later. Here's also a list for support controllers, so in case you're trying to do that, I think it's actually not a really bad idea. I will also try to get mine to work, which unfortunately is not on the list, and we'll see if that happens. But yeah, it's definitely not a bad idea if you're playing on a PC client to try a controller as well. Personally, I'm not much of a controller gamer. I never had a console, but I believe that for this game in particular, it does make sense because of how the skill shots work while moving and these kind of things. I'm not sure if you can really do this that smoothly on a PC, but we'll probably see on launch day where I'll most likely try the PC client first with mouse and keyboard. Here's also the system requirements for PC. This is probably nothing really too crazy. And they also mentioned that there's going to be ultra graphics settings that is only available on PC and iOS devices. So maybe on some iPads and stuff. And otherwise you have like the minimum requirements here. So make sure that you actually check those in case you haven't looked at that beforehand, and you might have to upgrade something, especially for the phones if you have an old one. But in general, I think they have tried to include a lot of older devices at this point, so it should probably be fine for most people. And finally, here's the server list. So there is actually a lot of servers, as you can see here. So this is NA West, NA East. Each column has like one region. And yeah, you can see there's actually a lot of servers. I've already been recruiting on my Discord, so in case you haven't seen it yet, there's also a link to my Discord in the description, and also the Google form that I have set up, which looks like this. So just like some simple questions about your plans, what you want to play, how much, etc. So if you want to join on my server in my clan or clans, because you're most likely going to have 2 or 3, make sure you fill that out. And I'm in the process of going through it, trying to find leaders and officers, and also just distribute people into different clans, just so that we can start prepared when a game launches, because clans and the whole like social environment is a pretty big deal in Diablo Immortal. And if you're wondering, the server that we're going for is Dark Wanderer on EU English. So this is where I'll be playing with my clans and like all of my community that want to join. And the other Maxroll guys like Rags, Lexi, Echo Hack, Greg, Dreadscythe, Facefood, and Rob, and lots of their communities, they will be on the Worldstone on NA East. So it's this server here, and if you're planning to join them, then there is also the Google form to Echo Hack's clan in the description. So also make sure to check that out if you're playing on NA. I think it's actually going to be quite curious because this server list looks like a lot, but it's actually fairly small in my opinion. It's actually quite curious to think about because they have at least 30 million pre-registrations of Diablo Immortal. So there's going to be a lot of people on launch and around launch, like trying out the game at least, I imagine. And it's just crazy numbers to think about. But this server list is actually fairly small to accommodate all those people. So we have like maybe like 20 realms or so on NA West and NA East each. And then you have like 20 on EU English, and I have a bunch in Asia. So you're probably gonna see like 6 digits of players on each of those servers at launch. They're gonna be very packed. And I believe that, yeah, I mean, there's gonna be some big drop off in the early weeks for people that just want to try it out and don't like it, and people that just, you know, play a little bit and leave it for the next game and stuff like that. So I guess the long-term population of each of the servers is probably expected to be somewhere of like 5 to 50k or so. So pretty crazy actually. And make sure that you actually choose the right server. So you don't have to come to my server or the Worldstone and NA or something, but if you have other friends, people that you want to coordinate with, you have to choose the right server or else you will not be able to play together. The only cross-realm stuff in the game is going to be Battlegrounds. So this is very similar to like, you know, vanilla WoW or something. You have a server, you have a character on that server, and there is no way to group up with other people from elsewhere. So very important. This is already it for this video. Just wanted to get this info out there so that you guys are aware. Make sure to check out the blog post if you want any of the details. And also, if you want to join the clans, either on NA or in EU, make sure you go and fill out those application forms. Otherwise, wish you all a good start for launch of Diablo Immortal. I think it's going to be quite fun. So hope you like this video, subscribe for more content, and see you guys next time.